Hi viewers, once again welcome back to Informate. In previous videos, we discussed about Sir Albert Einstein and Space Shuttle Columbia. Today, I'm going to show you some interesting facts. Really interesting. The first one is Great Swallower. It is a small fish, but it's handling big things. Great Swallower. It is known for its ability to swallow fish larger than itself. Black swallowers have been found to have swallowed fish so large that they could not be digested before decomposition set in, and the resulting release of gases forced the swallower to the ocean surface. This is in fact how most known specimens came to be collected. In 2007, a black swallower measuring 19 cm long was found dead of Grand Cayman. Its stomach contained a snake mackerel 4.5 times its own length. The second one is a cane toad. A cane toad has survived after being eaten by a dog after spending 40 minutes in the animal's stomach and earned the nickname Spew. A cane toad has survived after being eaten by a dog and spending 40 minutes in the animal's stomach and earned the nickname Spew. The super toad was eventually vomited up by the dog and hopped away shaken but seemingly unharmed. The dog also lived to bark another day, proving she is as tough as her owner. The cane toad, also known as the giant neotropical toad or marine toad, is a large terrestrial true toad native to South and mainland Central America, but which has been introduced to various islands throughout Oceania and the Caribbean as well as the northern Australia. The cane toad is now considered a pest and invasive species in many of its introduced regions. Of particular concern is its toxic skin, which kills many animals, both wild and domesticated. Cane toads are particularly dangerous to dogs. The skin of the adult cane toad is toxic, as well as the enlarged parotid gland behind the eyes and another glands across their backs. When the toads are threatened, their glands secrete a milky white fluid known as bufotoxin. Components of bufotoxin are toxic to many animals. Even human deaths have been recorded due to the consumption of cane toads. Bufotenin, one of the chemicals excreted by the cane toad, is classified as a class 1 drug under Australian law alongside heroin and cannabis. The effects of bufotenin are thought to be similar to those of mind poisoning. The stimulation, which includes mild hallucination, lasts for less than an hour. As the cane toad excretes bufotenin in small amounts and other toxins in relatively large quantities, toad licking could result in serious illness or death. In addition to releasing toxin, the cane toad is capable of inflating its lungs, puffing up and lifting up its body off the ground to appear taller and larger to a potential predator. The large blue whale. What is interesting about a large blue whale? A large blue whale, despite the size, it can't take the bigger things. Why? Let's have a look. Despite their large size, blue whales do not eat large things. Even though these marine mammals are the largest animals in the world, there are a number of factors that prevent them from being able to eat large things. The throat of a blue whale is narrow and usually measures less than 1 foot wide. Even if they tried to swallow, they wouldn't be able to fit that down their throat. Blue whales are baleen whales, so they are born with baleen plates instead of teeth. The baleen plates have thin hairs or bristles attached to them, which are said to resemble the teeth found on a comb. The purpose of the baleen bristles is to keep small food such as fish, krill and various crustaceans from escaping while allowing water to pass through. In fact, the primary diet of blue whale consists almost solely of krill, which are small aquatic shrimp-like invertebrates that typically measure between 1 to 2 cm long, although some may grow to be nearly 6 inches in size. While a blue whale can consume as many as 40 million krill per day, they are limited by how many they can swallow at any given time due to their small, narrow throat. I can't stick a material to my body, but there are some people. Let's go through human magnetism. Human magnetism is a popular name for an alleged ability of some people to attract objects to their skin. People alleged to have such an ability are often called human magnets. Although metal objects are the most popular, some are also alleged to be able to stick. Other types of materials such as glass, porcelain, wood, or plastic, as well as metals with no ferromagnetic properties such as brass and aluminium. In fact, none of the recorded claims of human magnetism corresponds with the actual physics of magnetism, indicating that this ability is in fact nothing more than a misunderstanding of the physics and meaning of the term, and a misapplication of it to what has been shown to be nothing more than usually sticky skin. I'm learning whistling because next we are going to La Gomera. What is the relation between whistling and La Gomera? Let's check. La Gomera, the second smallest of the main islands in Spain's Canary Island chain, is marked by craggy volcanic mountains crisscrossed with hiking trails. In higher altitudes, dense forests of ferns and moss-covered trees grow in the midst of Garajonay National Park. Toward the coast in Valgrande Canyon leads past the whitewashed cliffside village of La Calera and ends at black sand Atlantic beaches. Silver Gomero, also known as El Silvo, is a whistle register of Spanish used by inhabitants of La Gomera in the Canary Islands to communicate across the deep ravines and narrow valleys that radiate through the island. It enables messages to be exchanged over a distance of up to 5 kilometers. Due to this loud nature, Silver Gomero is generally used in circumstances of public communication. Messages conveyed could range from even invitations to public information advisories. A speaker of Silver Gomero is sometimes referred to in Spanish as a silvador. Silver Gomero is a transposition of Spanish from speech to whistling. This oral phoneme, whistled. Phoneme substitution emulates Spanish phonology through a reduced set of whistle phonemes. It was declared as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity by UNESCO in 2009. Shh! Brigadier Sir Nils Olav is coming. Brigadier Sir Nils Olav is a king penguin who resides in Edinburgh Zoo, Scotland. He is the mascot and colonel-in-chief of the Norwegian King's Guard. The name Nils Olav and associated ranks have been passed down through 3 king penguins since 1972. The current holder is Nils Olav III. How many tomatoes you'll get from a single plant? Can you imagine? Let's check. In 1 year, weighed 520 to 0.464 kilograms. The tomato plant is at the Epcot Science Project at Walt Disney World Company in Florida, USA. The harvest started on 24th May 2005 and ended on 20th April 2006. 32,194 tomatoes were harvested. Can you hear the sound? I think there is a sandbox tree nearby. Do you know what is a sandbox tree? I'll tell you. A member of the spurge family, the sandbox tree grows 90 to 130 feet tall in its native environment. You can easily recognize the tree by its grey bark covered with cone-shaped spikes. The tree has distinctly different male and female flowers. Once fertilized, the female flowers produce the pods containing the sandbox tree's exploding seeds. Sandbox tree fruit look like little pumpkins, but once they dry into seed capsules, they become ticking time bombs. When fully mature, they explode with a loud bang and fling their hard, flattened seeds at speed of up to 150 miles per hour and distances of over 60 feet. The shrapnel can seriously injure any person or animal in its path. As bad as this is, the exploding seed pods are the only one of the ways that a sandbox tree can inflict harm. Are you interested in card stacking? I'll show you a person who's an expert in card stacking. Brian Berg is an American professional card stacker who builds large-scale houses of cards. Trained as an architect, Brian Berg is the only known person to make a living building structures with freestanding playing cards. He uses no tape, glue or tricks. and his methane has been tested to support 660 lbs per square foot. Let's confuse Satan. Not here. Let's move to Malta. Many of the Maltese churches have two clocks showing different times. It is said that the one on the right shows the correct time for the religious locals, while the one on the left shows the wrong time to confuse Satan from disturbing the Mass. There are more interesting facts awaiting. I'll come back with that in next episode. Till then, bye.